Just need to get the ball down now, control it a little bit. There's only, just under 20 minutes left of this first half. Just knock the ball around, let CC come out of that defensive formation, kind of spread the play a bit, open them up and look for the opportunities. There'll be gaps in both defenses now that the goal's gone in.
James Roberts pass to the far side. Drafts looking for the ball, and out comes Ryan Graff. Well, CC mixes it up in terms of play in goal. They rotated a pair of juniors last year. Tonight, Graff gets his first start of the 2012 season. Here's Drafts now, looking left. Going for Chapman there. Chapman keeps it in play. Hertzberg. And you can just see the physical play out of Hertzberg. Moves well. He's a solid kid. And there you hear Mash Shashwar checking in, scored the only goal prior to tonight for the Mountain Lions this season, and that's a nice boost off the bench.
Yeah, Mash will add some good experience and a good level of skill into this game.
Sent it in and over the outstretched arm of Graff. Play continues. That's
Good ball by Seb.
Roberts now isolated on the left side and out of bounds.
Yeah, he did well there. Not many options. Closed down well by the CC defender and got a corner out of it. But they're going to be looking, they're opening up, some good passing. Sebastian Hertzberg has been at the center of everything tonight so far, so he's going to have to keep doing what he's doing. Mash coming into the game, he's going to add a bit of quality, going to look to get on into some of these balls around the end of the area.
Gabe Koss, another corner kick. The Mountain Lions have been piling up the corner kicks here tonight. They've cashed in for one goal. Beyond the goal now, straight up in the air. Shashwar giving chase. Mash, low driving shot, and it was almost in.
Well, there's your added quality right there. Left foot, Mash Shashwar from the top of the right of the box. Keeper's been a little shaky on crosses tonight so far, I've noticed so far. So they're UCCS need to exploit that in this late part of this first half, early second half. He hasn't really been assured on the crosses.
Mash, a young man, a senior from London. Of course, Hertzberg from Sweden. David, how much of a difference can you see in guys that have played internationally just in terms of where they're at coming into the college game? As Shashwar dances right side, shot, keeper is down, and play continues. Unbelievable. Graff somehow scoops it up. How in the world did the Mountain Lions not get one through?
Yeah, the keepers look real shaky on anything delivered from the wide angles.
Wow, they've got to be sweating bullets on the CC side here. That looked like a sure goal for the Mountain Lions. Instead, it stays a 1-0 lead. Max Thomas up ahead now. And that's Forder straight up in the air. Koss, midfield, Von Pakti. Forder over to Ferguson between the legs, and here comes Fector. Thomas, good speed there on the back end. Max has got a nice little burst. The junior out of Tacoma, Washington. Last year started 9 games for UCCS. In case you just joined us, the Mountain Lions striking first on a header at the 25-10 mark. Hertzberg, the great ball to Drafts, who put it away for the only goal in this contest. Just over 13 minutes remaining here, half number 1. Substitutions continue for CC. Also UCCS checking in is Austin Bell. To the bench, Brandon Von Pakti.
Yeah, Austin will bring a different presence for the last kind of 13 minutes of the half. Vonapaki, very compact, very quick, dynamic player. Austin Bell, a lot more physical.
And there's Bell on the near side. You can see the burst right there out of the young man from Littleton. Went to Mullen High School, 6'2", good size, almost 200 pounds. Ball for Pasolini. Costa now, big boot. Drafts, try to get behind the defense. Controls. Back out to Koss now. There's Hertzberg calling front of the left side. Koss shot just over the crossbar.
Yeah, a little optimistic. Good effort, but he had Sebastian overlapping there. Probably could have fed him in for a better opportunity, but that's good. Confidence is rising, starting to take some opportunities.
9 shots on goal for the Mountain Lions compared to 3 for CC. These two teams the last 2 years have gone to overtime, and last year the Tigers won at home. 2 years ago the Mountain Lions won on this very surface. Here's Roberts trying to hit Koss, and not on the same page there. Seems like this Mountain Lion team is really starting to settle in, David.
Yeah, Coach Keenan will be looking for them just to get the ball down and kind of control the last period of this first half. Just over 10 minutes to go. They'll want to look to get to halftime and really, capitalize on their lead.
Well, Nash Shashwar can really mix things up when he comes out of the ball game. You see the energy that he brings to this UCCS lineup. There's Roberts straight up in the air. There's Koss now. That's white ball. Drafts. Nobody there. Shashwar, the only white jersey on the far side.
Well, the back four for CC haven't looked the most composed tonight. I mean, they've coming off 2 good wins and a little bit of high sustained pressure here, and they're starting to come unraveled a little bit.
Hertzberg had the assist on the only goal tonight from the other side of the field, and well, he's picked up a lot of whistles. That certainly is something he is going to have to adjust to, or perhaps vice versa, the officials adjust to.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful. He's already sitting on a yellow tonight, so he doesn't want to get another one of those.
But you got to love the style of play that he brings to this team.
Yeah, you want a dynamic midfielder, someone to mix it up in the middle, get involved.
And they're going to get Roberts for that one. Shoving it back, and here we go. Quickly, CC try to get something going. 9.5 to go here, opening half. Home opener for the Mountain Lions. They're on top 1-0. And just missing on that was Sandalo. Quickly the other way. Here's Koss now, and back to send it out is Patrick Robinson. There's Bell, who just checked in minutes ago. Hertzberg drafts. And that was Huddle setting it out, the young man from Illinois. Over to Pasolini. There's Koss. Hits the turf. Nothing there. It's going to be white ball. Drafts over to Bell and trying to flip it over to Koss. Couldn't connect. That's Ferguson. A good play there by Thomas.
Yeah, much better. Last kind of CC possession, Max gave it away pretty cheaply, but good interception there. And a great ball out And Mash is going to look to try and contribute here.
Using that speed, sends it in. Bell
Oh!
header, and he bounces it over the crossbar. It was too open. Austin Bell, a golden opportunity. How about the ball by Shashwar?
Well, that was a great ball, like you mentioned, Josh. I think he asked what eyebrow he wanted it on. That's how accurate it was. And the CC miss in the first half has just been overshadowed by Austin Bell's header over the bar there.
And I think he bounced it in the turf, but it just carried a little too far.
Yeah.
But here's the good news, 10 shots on goal for the Mountain Lions. They're really starting to pick it up on the offensive end. You get the feeling that they could really open up the floodgates here.
Yeah, to Austin's credit, he got in a good position and he got the ball down and it just bounced over the bar. I don't know how that happened, but...
Tigers trying to even it up. Hertzberg giving chase. CC continues to press. That's Pozzolini. Challenge here by Drafts. Trying to set it up for Sandalo. Pozzolini. And it goes to Beasley. Beasley has Pozzolini on the right. Take it away there. Good job by Ferguson. Bell quickly out to Drefts. Now Koss. He had Bell, backs off. Now Gabe takes it into CC territory. Oh, good hesitation. On the left side is Koss.
Another goal here would be really good for UCCS. They've had a lot of sustained pressure. 10 shots on goal to CC's 3. It'd be really good if they can get another one but before halftime.
Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the opening half, and another substitution here for Johnny Keane's squad. Getting set to check in Justin Shalongo, the senior midfielder out of Ecuador. Well, they're from all over the globe. You love to see that kind of diverse talent on this UCCS team. And Hertzberg heading to the bench for a well-deserved breather.
Yeah, I think Coach Keane will want to have a couple of words with him as well about the tackles, like you mentioned. A lot of fouls called on him. He's not used to maybe this style of refereeing as much, not as physical. And so Coach Keane will want to reinforce the fact that he doesn't want him getting sent off.
And Dave, it would be interesting to see how they called it last week out in California. Of course, Stanislaus, a very competitive Division II team. And you wonder if they've had to adjust the style of play from even their opening 2 games of the season.
Yeah, definitely, Josh. I know the California teams, from talking to the players and the coaches, they press really high up the field, a lot of energy, and so UCCS weren't quite ready for that. They weren't used to it. They don't see as much of that in the RMAC and from teams like CC here in Colorado. The games at altitude normally played a little bit more patiently because of the altitude and the effect on your body it has. You have to be a little bit smarter. But out in California, yeah, very high pressure teams, and they use that to their advantage.
So the Tigers with the ball, approaching 5 minutes remaining here in the opening half, and lobbing it into the UCCS end, Ben Santalo. It's going to go out.
Well, there was only going to be one winner on that header, wasn't there? Taylor fully committed there to that header, and great defense.
Mountain Lions getting a goal at the 25-10 mark. Header by Drefts thanks to the nice ball by Hertzberg. The freshman out of Sweden connects with the senior. And there's Drefts. And they're going to give it black ball. Look from this point to be something different. And another card issue, second player to pick up a card here for UCCS. And Drefts certainly not happy. Coach defending him there, and rightfully so. Johnny Keane played his college ball at the Citadel, and certainly a well-seasoned player beyond that.
Well, any umpiring or refereeing job is a hard job. You're never gonna, please everyone. But I think he got that one wrong, and that's why Coach Keane's frustrated. Like you mentioned, Coach Keane's played at a high level. he's used to playing with high-level referees as well, and he's not quite got that so far.
It's early in the season for both the players and the officials. So UCCS trying to strike for the second time tonight. That's Shilongo. 4 minutes remaining here.
Yeah, they'll want to see out this half.
And that one's off the side of the net. They continue to press, though, do the Mountain Lions. 1-0 our score.
Yeah, dangerous lead, Josh. I mean, CC is still in this game, and they'll know from the previous 2 years. They've been tight games that have gone to extra time, and 1 goal, you know, ties it up.
That's exactly right. They go into the half with a 1-goal lead. CC suddenly feels like they have life because, let's face it, UCCS has dominated the second half of this opening 45 minutes. Tigers press now. They got 1-on-1, and good play there by Gabe Koss to get back and knock it away.
Very, very important there.
Costa saw a lot of activity early on in this half. It's quieted it down, and thanks to the offense of UCCS. That's Justin Shilongo, who's checked in. Approaching the 2:30 mark remaining here.
Yeah, smart play there by Kosse. Just keep the ball. They've only got a few minutes left in the first half. You don't want to give away possession cheaply here now.
Shashwar now. Mash. And battling a little bit of an injury. Shashwar, good ball, straight up. Mash now. Left side. Over to Justin Shilongo.
Yeah, nice touch from Shilongo.
Straight up in the air, good ball. And Graf comes out of there. Oh, that was so close to being another opportunity for the Mountain Lions as Marshall Heiner in good position there, but Graf made the play. And it looks like another call this time on Roberts, and he is not happy. Boy, the cards piling up. That is 3 in this opening half for the Mountain Lions. This time it's dealt to the sophomore out of Perrysburg, Ohio, James Roberts. Now the Mountain Lions know they have had their opportunities. This could be easily 3 or 4-0 here, UCCS. Instead, it's 1-0. CC still very much in this contest. A match that has been decided in overtime the last 2 years, and both those taken by the home team. CC last year, UCCS 2 years ago, and here, just over a minute to play here in half number 1. Shilongo, check that, that was Thomas. Forder now.
Yeah, although CC have been vulnerable at the back, they have broke very quickly when they've got the ball, and that's always a danger to any team.
There's Thomas. Shashwar now. Boy, he can get down the field in a hurry, but deflected out. Good play on the far side by CC. So the final ticks here, the opening half. 20 seconds remaining. Roberts. Taken down, and that was a bit of a delayed call, but they'll get it. 14 seconds to go. And a card, that's the 4th total in this opening half. 3 for the Mountain Lions, the first there for CC. So still time to try to strike here and go in with a 2-0 lead. Shilongo drives it with the right foot. And that's headed out. And the clock is going to tick down, and that is going to do it here for half number 1. And it's a half that belongs to the Mountain Lions. UCCS with a 1-0 lead over their crosstown rivals, Colorado College. 1-0 the score, and credit the freshman for really contributing big time on that first scoring opportunity for UCCS.
Yeah, Sebastian's been big for UCCS. They need to keep him involved. Everything that they've done well has gone through him. Just keep him involved, and there'll be more chances in this game.
No question about it. So that's where we stand after one. We'll take a break. When we come back, the second half here between the Mountain Lions and the Tigers. And back here at Mountain Lion Stadium, Josh Howe, David Hammer here, set to start the second half of action. UCCS and Colorado College, the Mountain Lions with a 1-0 lead. David, if you're head coach Johnny Keene, what do you tell your team at the half to keep this up and stay out in front of the crosstown rivals?
I think it's just a case of keep on doing what you're doing. They ended the second half really well, lots of pressure, lots of chances coming in the last 10 minutes of the half. So just keep doing what you're doing, keep the pressure up, keep trying to drag that five-man midfield out.
It was a freshman to senior combination, giving the Mountain Lions the only goal of this game. Hertzberg to Drefts. That was a beautiful goal.
Yeah, we said earlier on in the piece that it's going to take an individual bit of skill to open the game up, and Sebastian provided us with that. Great cross to the back post and a great little glancing header by Brett.
So the Mountain Lions will open up with the ball here, going to the south end in half number 2. Colorado College has been a second-half team throughout the first 2 games of the season, outscoring their opponents 4-0. So certainly you can bet on a very close played second half here out of both these teams. Shots on goal heavily in favor of the Mountain Lions, 10-3. But those 3 opportunities, golden opportunities for CC, this could easily be a tie game, if not a CC advantage.
Yeah, the back four for CC started really well tonight. Looked composed, you know, passing it around the back. And the last 10-15 minutes of the first half started to get a little ragged, a little dragged out of their formation, out of their shape. And those chances really started to pile up.
That's Taylor Ferguson on the far side. Over to Forder. And Mash Shashwar getting the start here in the second half. New look here for Johnny Keane's squad. Shashwar didn't come off the bench until probably midway through that first half. Shashwar, company doing battle on the far side. Ferguson, a lot of activity here in the early going. 1-0 our score. Just underway here, half number 2. The home opener for UCCS. Looking for their first win of the season. The Mountain Lions dropped the opening 2 matches of the season, 3-0 to Cal State East Bay, and then 3-1 defeat to Cal State Stanislaus last weekend.
Yeah, and the games they played, the UCCS played before they went on that trip to California, a couple of exhibition games preseason, you know, looked really good. Only conceded 1 goal, 2 wins. So they were looking good before they went to California, and they'll want to get the confidence going again tonight.
There's Shashwar on the far side, using that speed to try to get her onto the edge. Shot on goal, and a good stop and goal. And it looks like we've got a new keeper in half number 2 for Colorado College, Forrest Merowitz, the fellow senior netminder. The other senior was Brian Graff, who got the start. And now Merowitz, he started the first 2 games of the year for Colorado College. He's got a 2-0 record, 1.27 goals against average for the senior out of Mercer Island, Washington.
Yeah, not surprised to see a change in the keeper from the coach there. The other keeper that was in, you know, looked a little shaky under some of those crosses. Not sure if he's oh, good chance there from CC, but not sure if the former keeper's nickname was Dracula, but he didn't like crosses.
Well, Matt Fector, the first opportunity for either team here. Fector, the leading returner on the CC squad, the All-American a season ago this year with 2 goals already. And this Colorado College team has got a lot of talent coming back here. They returned 10 starters from a season ago. There are players that have seen starting experience. Forder takes it away. Ferguson on that far side. CC inching ever so close, but it's across midfield, and there's Koss. That's white ball.
Just need to get the ball down here. It's not been a great start to the half. A few mistimed passes. Looking for one of these teams to just get a hold of this game and start settling in.
That's Drefts. Doubled up at the far or near side, I should say, and Tigers running, trying to get out and run, but pretty stagnant here in the early going for both teams. Boy, David, you wonder how the complexion of this game would have changed if the Mountain Lions could have got that second goal in, the head attempt by Austin Bell, taking a 2-0 lead in the locker room instead of a 1-0 lead. It would certainly, you would have to believe, would have a different feel here in the opening stages of the second half.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a good opportunity, but he did the right things, got the ball down, and just unfortunate it bounced over the bar.
On Pacty. That's Briscoe.
That's better play from UCCS. Got it down on the deck, knocking it about. Look much more composed now if they can just get this guy. Oh, nice touch from Mash.
Oh, Mash, he has got a burst. Here's Shashmar on the left side. And
corner.
Tipped out of there, but as David mentioned, corner opportunity. They had several opportunities in the first half, and here's their first try here in half number 2. Shashwar gonna handle it. It was Gabe Koss doing having the corner honors here. Looks like it'll stay Shashwar. He's got a good ball. And that one is strong. Backside Hertzberg sends it across. Von Pacty over to Shashwar. Mash sends it in and deflected out of there by the Tigers.
Well, they need to make use of one of these corners now. They've had a few of them. They need to get a goal off one of these and really capitalize.
Back-to-back opportunities here for Shashwar and company. Liner headed right out of there by CC. Max Thomas. Found a crease. Thomas to Shashwar. And once again, there's Nick Lammers to send it out.
Mash's got to do a better job of beating that first defender. You got to make it over that first defender, and then anything can happen once it gets around that penalty area.
Well, he has certainly got the quickness and the speed to get by the defense. We'll see if they can execute it. Strong pass, headed up in the air there by Roberts. Shashwar, and now Hertzberg. Right side of Drefts, and Brett traces it down. Deflected out.
Yeah, you could see Sebastian Hertzberg was trying to orchestrate a little bit of space. He's desperate to have a shot. You can see every time he gets it on the edge of the penalty area, he's trying to get a shot on frame, but you know, forced out pressure, good defending from CC, pushed him wide, and they got another corner here.
This time it's Gabe Koss. Low corner and headed across, and there's Hertzberg, the freshman to the backside. Sebastian now. Take it away, here comes CC. Numbers for the Tigers. That's Sean Parham. Parham on the move, up ahead, Thomas. Good speed to close in, and he just missed his man, did Parham, as Worthington was just about there.
Well, UCCS were lucky there. I mean, I mentioned it in the first half. CC do break well. They are vulnerable at the back, but when they get that ball in a deep area, they can break very quickly, put a lot of men forward, a couple of different options there, and just weighted the ball completely wrong there, overran it.
Good ball by Costa. He's got a little bit of a breeze to boot into here in half number 2. Straight up in the air, that's Worthington. Koss. Take it away now. Here's Parham. Sean's seen a lot of activity here in the second half, early stages of the second half. We played just over 8 minutes on Packty.
Good pressure from Briscoe there, number 3, and Von Packey working together. You know, closed him down, created opportunity, just unfortunate came off his arm.
Says much to feel the start of this game.
Yeah, for UCCS, they've had some good exposure down that left-hand side with Mash. They need to keep plowing it down there, keep it forced down in the CC half.
That's Max Thomas doing a good job of the defensive end tonight. Cross midfield.
That's not offside. I'm not really sure what the linesman was looking at there, but he had 3 defenders behind Brett there.
Well, there certainly has been some questionable. A lot of questions out here tonight, but the one answer the Mountain Lions want to have is a W. Come out of here with a victory, and right now they're looking good. 1-0 the score. But as you mentioned, David, not an easy job to be an official. No such thing as a right call. Here's Hertzberg. And there you hear the official black ball. So CC will control here on the Mountain Line end. Approaching 10 minutes into this second half. Still 1-0. Mountain Lions out in front on a Brett Dreffs header. In half number 1, that came about 25-10